Hello everyone, it's Fairykin. Today's the day. Today is the day we are remaking Minihava. Minihava has been a casualty to the pavement. I was taking pictures of them, and they fell on their face. Part of their nose fell off. And also their hair is falling out. That's tragic. Given them a new outfit too, as well. Also, I have two things to say before I move on to the process. Real quick, I'm non-binary. Just gonna come out real fast. I'm non-binary. I'm also pansexual and demisexual. Those two terms don't really affect you that much, but in case anyone was interested. So yeah, my pronouns are they, them, and you can call me an NB as well. I know that some non-binary people don't identify with the word NB, but personally, I kind of like it. It's a little bit fairy-esque. You all know my feelings about fairies. Also, second thing, have you noticed anything different about my channel? There's a join button down there. Join button? Down somewhere. Down there. It's next to the subscribe button. You can't miss it. It's bright red unless you click on it, and then it turns gray. Little life hack. You can join, you can become a channel member now, which is insane. It's $2 a month, and the perks you get is that you can see my videos early, 2 days early to be specific, and also you have access to a special part of my Discord where I will give you little sneak peeks of my processes and my videos to come. It's by no means necessary you can have the same content here. It's up to you, but the option is there. Without further ado, let's So for those that haven't seen the first video, I started off with a Howling Wolf doll because she has a little sister body type, and her face matches some of my facial structure. This is the original face-up that I did, and the outfit so graciously made for me by HobKnobCreations. I will leave a link to their channel in the description. I start by wrapping them up in a burrito to protect the body blushing, since I don't have to redo that. Their hair is falling out already, so I clearly need to fix that. I started by peeling off the hair that I glued on, and at this point I was thinking that I only needed to redo the long part of the hair, but I realized that because of the way I closed up the ear holes left from Howling's dog ears, there were lumps and glue bits left over it, and so I decided to redo all of the hair. I peel off everything and take off the repaint too. I removed this with rubbing alcohol instead of acetone because rubbing alcohol dissolves Mr. Super Clear much faster without making it a sticky mess. Because Howling didn't have human ears, I stole them off of Agulia and glued them on with epoxy, but I didn't get them quite blended in well, so I sanded them down a bit more this time round. I noticed that the ears are uneven. I remember when I got my ears pierced, the lady marked them and said, your ears are kinda uneven, so I hope the piercings are straight. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. So it's accurate, but not on purpose. Here I fill in the ear holes with E6000 glue. This is much more smooth than the material I used to cap it off earlier. Here I start on the hair. I have a really hard time deciding what color to make their hair because I change mine so often, so like making something permanent is kinda, it doesn't work. But the colors that appear most often in my hair are greens, blues, and purples. So I chose this blended yarn and then this brown yarn. I start by cutting out the lengths that I want and then combing them out. From here I straighten them to make them easier to work with. And then I twist the wefts around the metal knitting needle that I'm using, and I use my straightening iron to heat them up and set the style. This bit is out of sequence, but oh well! I can't do anything about it. I did it out of sequence. I filmed it out of sequence, so now you get to see it out of sequence. I'm changing their skin tone with pastels. I give it a quick spray of Mr. Super Clear, layer on some pastels, and then seal it again. I also did the blushing in these layers too. Some more out-of-sequence news to be had is that I made the curls into wefts that I can glue onto her head directly. I glue most of the brown hair towards the bottom and the colored hair on the top. Looking back at this footage, I kind of wish that I hadn't trimmed it down because it's pretty cute, but I trimmed it. It's too late. I trimmed it with an eyebrow razor so that the cut is much softer. I'm cutting it shorter on the bottom and leaving it longer on top. I should have waited to style it until after I was done with the face up, but you know, hindsight and all that nonsense. I'm not gonna make any jokes about 2020 because we're all thinking it anyway. I wrap their hair into a stretchy bit of material just to protect it. I did switch cameras through this project in the middle of everything, so the colors change a little bit in the footage. I hope it's not too noticeable. I'm doing my best to make it look homogeneous. I begin on blushing and making eyebrows, of course using pictures of my face for reference. I try and replicate my eye shape and coloring through the face up. I'm also going to make their eyes the right color this time. Last time, I'm not sure what I was doing, but they were like this weird teal color, and that's not right. As much as I would love to have teal eyes, that's not a reality, but it can be in my dreams. I want to mention that I had a very hard time getting my face up this time around to be clean. Because the head I'm working on was shrunk when I first did it, the texture on the face is really, really aggressive and hard to work with. I did my best, but it's really clear in a few pictures that I didn't quite get it there, but that's okay. I couldn't control the texture, and I know I did my best, so that's alright. I want to mention here that right now I'm not feeling super connected to my art currently. That's okay, it's just a wave I have to ride, but I'm pretty sure I'm on a bit of an improvement plateau too. I've made a lot of headway in my art this last year, particularly in my face-ups, but right now I'm kind of on this plateau where I feel like I'm stagnating, which is true, but it's absolutely not a bad thing. And I need to stop treating it like it's something that needs to be fixed. This is just something that happens when you're developing a skill. You develop some, and then you kind of just level out, and then you develop some more, and then you level out. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a thing that happens. Here you can see that I'm having some serious trouble getting my lines and colors to be smooth. I can't really do anything about it other than work in the colors as best as I can. I work in all the details I want, like waterlines, highlights, shadows, and of course eyelashes, which were the hardest part. Because of the texture, I could not get them smooth to save my life. Usually I can manage it, but this time was just very rough because of the texture. Nothing I can do about it. Then I gloss her eyes and lips with UV resin, and I think I'm gonna stop glossing things with UV resin. I have noticed that it stays sticky a little bit after I cure it. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing wrong, so I need a different gloss varnish. Oh look, it's my hair. Isn't that nice? What a good angle that is. I hope you enjoy it. And after that, the face-up is all finished. Now all I need to do is make them another outfit. Oh wait. That's not good. Clearly, the protective sleeve kind of, crushed their hairstyle. No worries. I can just comb it out and restyle it. I heat up a metal rod and then recurl it. With it being all frizzy, I had to straighten it out first to work with it, then I can recurl it. Here it is all styled again, much better. Such bouncy, much curlage. And right now I'm running out of time, so I can't go into too much detail as of how I made their outfit. So I started with wanting to add pride flags into their new outfit. The whole outfit was supposed to be a subtle non-binary flag at first. I don't know if I succeeded, but it's okay. I used this striped sweater at first and painted it the wrong colors, first of all. Also, it looks like hot garbage. So I changed my idea to these black leggings, purple skirt, and a yellow shirt. This isn't quite what I had in mind, but I don't know what I had in mind to begin with, so that's okay. And until I get the time to dedicate into making my entire wardrobe into doll scale, I will just, this will have to do just fine. Here I embroider a pansexual flag into the shirt. I'm not the best at embroidery, and it looks... Bruh, it looks kinda whack, but that's okay. I repaint the shoes just a little bit. I paint the toe and the heel white, and the part where normally there would be some kind of branding or like a star, I added the demisexual flag into. It's small, it's subtle, but it's there. And with that, it's done. I'll be honest, I'm not crazy about this face up. Like I said, the hard plastic texture made it really hard to work with, but that's okay. Maybe my mini-me will be one of those things that I redo every year to show off my progress. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. I've definitely improved. You can really tell when I compare the two face-ups, so that's good enough for me. Minihava has been reborn. I must say, in light of my recent coming out, it's been very cathartic to refer to something that is supposed to represent me by the proper pronouns. You'll also probably notice that I have a new channel icon as well. I was supposed to have a new channel banner too that was supposed to be like, here, I'll put it up on the screen. It's supposed to be a reference to the Beatles. It's Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, except it's Fairykin's doll-making crime gang, because that's what I came up with. And it's brilliant, and I really like the way it turned out, but it looks terrible with the format that YouTube gives me. I made it the right size, but it looks awful. So I have to make something else that's more interesting than just my name in pretty turquoise letters. I hope everyone is staying safe right now. The only thing I can leave you with right now is meditate. That is my best advice. Take some time out of your day to sit down, just 3 minutes. 3 minutes is good enough. To just sit down, experience living inside of your body, and just like breathe. Focus on the rhythm of your breathing. Dedicate some time to yourself, even if it's just 3 minutes. Thank you all so much for joining me. Bye. The rebirth of Mini Harbor has occurred.